Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Isabel and I am trying to upload videos every week, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm uploading regarding my life, my hair, everything else in between, make sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to turn your post notifications on so that you are reminded of when I am uploading a video here on the channel. So for today, I wanted to sit down and basically provide a little update of what has been happening with my hair since my last big chop update. Now, I do want to say this is like the third or fourth time that I'm trying to film this because I tried on my phone, I tried on this camera, but it keeps dying because this camera lets me only film so much before it powers down because it overheats really fast. So hopefully I'm able to get in everything I need to say before it shuts down on me. That way the video is not too choppy. So as you guys can see, compared to my last big chop video or my update, my first update here on the channel about 8 to 9 months ago, my hair was really short compared to how it's looking like now. My hair has definitely grown a lot, and in that video of course there is shrinkage because I think my hair was only second or third day hair. I didn't really style my hair for this video. I literally just put some water in it, shook it up, and it is what it is. I haven't washed my hair since Wednesday and today is Sunday, so it's been a couple days and it is due for a wash here soon, but this is just what we're working with. I wanted to like fluff it out and give you guys an idea of what exactly my hair is currently looking like. So as you guys can tell, I have grown my hair out a lot compared to that last video. However, the texture in my hair is not the same, and that is because back in December of 2021, prior to that, I was already trying to decide if I wanted to dye my hair. So basically I was trying to go for a honey brown kind of color. I've had that color before in the past whenever I used to straighten my hair. I had that color twice before and I really love it. It goes really nice with my skin tone. It flatters me really well. So I wanted to experiment and see how I would like it with my curly hair. So in December, after having given it thought for so long, I decided to just go ahead and buy the box hair dye and dye my hair. I didn't want to specifically put bleach in it, but I do know that the box hair dye for a lighter color will of course have bleach in the dye. So I went ahead and I dyed it. The first time I didn't really get the color that I was looking for, so I thought that it was a good idea a week later to go ahead and re-dye it. So I went for a second session a week later to re-dye my hair, and I still didn't get the color that I was looking for. After that, I knew, because I was already really hesitant with dyeing my hair at first, just because I didn't want to ruin it, and especially having cut my hair, I didn't want to go back to having the same issues with my hair not being healthy. So I just decided to not even bother with it again. I was just going to go ahead and leave it and hopefully it would lighten up on its own. But after a couple months, I can't really pinpoint when exactly it was, but I just decided to go ahead and dye my hair back to black. I was kind of over the light hair with the curly. I just didn't really like it as much as I enjoyed having my natural black hair. So I just ended up buying this powdered black hair dye. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it here somewhere in the screen if I am able to find it. But I bought that hair dye and I just went ahead and dyed my hair, and I decided to just never again try to dye my hair. I'm just gonna leave it black because it's my natural hair color for a reason, and that's just what it is. I dyed my hair back to black, and then in May I had went back to New York for my mom's birthday. So I hadn't cut my hair or trimmed it in a really long time, so I was definitely due for a trim. So my mom went ahead and she cut my ends, and with cutting my ends I also decided that I wanted to straighten my hair. So both of these processes, chemical and heat, had definitely loosened up my curls a lot, and it's something that I knew would happen, but I wasn't really prepared for what the results would be after. So I concluded that heat and chemical processing honestly is not for me. It's not something that I want, especially after having big chopped my hair 2 years ago. I don't want to revert back to what my hair was before. I don't know if, because I went through these processes, I don't know if I would still be considered a natural curly girl. But to be honest, I really don't want to fit into like a specific group. I don't care if, you know, because I processed my hair a certain amount of times and I applied heat to it, if I'm no longer considered a natural curly girl. I think that I am, because the majority of the time I am pretty much spending my time on trying to figure out exactly like what my hair needs and how I'm able to maintain and restore the curls that I previously had. Now, of course, with that being said, I always do tell anyone who comes my way for tips and tricks on how to maintain their hair or care for their hair. The first thing that I say is to know your hair's porosity. Hair porosity is really important because it will let you know how your hair is able to retain moisture if it can, or the process that it goes through in order to provide that moisture. So here on my channel, I did also talk about hair porosity in a separate video, and to be honest, that video is, I think I might even make it private because it's just not correct. So I did a lot of reading on different blogs and trying to just educate myself on hair porosity, and especially my specific hair porosity, because this is what will basically guide us into knowing exactly what it is that our hair needs in order for us to see the results that we want. For me, I want ringlets. Like, I want my hair to be extremely defined how it was when I had first cut my hair, when I first started seeing it grow in and seeing all these nice little individual tight curls. That's exactly what I want in my hair again. Big, full, curly, ringlet afro is basically what I want. I have to basically moisture train my hair because I have high porosity hair. Now, with high porosity hair, basically what it means is that your cuticles are extremely open. Moisture is able to get into your hair extremely quickly, and the same way that it's able to get into your hair, it's the same way it's able to escape. So if you have high porosity hair like I do, you have to keep in mind that it is going to take a lot more effort to maintain that moisture and make sure that your hair is hydrated at all times. Now, we can moisture train and we can do the, I think there's like a extreme hydration method going around YouTube that I have seen, and I do want to try that, so I'll probably make a separate video on that on itself. But just at first, trying to understand like the proteins and everything that your hair requires. High porosity hair needs a lot of protein and it needs moisture. Now, don't oversaturate your hair with moisture and protein, because of course that can make your hair feel really, really dull. But what you want to do is listen to your hair and what it needs. So for me right now, if you guys are able to tell, my hair, although it is kind of like curly, but it's still kind of like really, really dry in certain areas. Like from the touch, I feel it that it's really dry and frizzy. So I do have to provide that moisture that it is asking for. And I did find some products that I want to go ahead and pick up to try on my hair, and of course I will be sharing that with you guys here as well. But I just want to remind you that everything is basically a process. We have to make sure that we're patient with our hair and paying attention as well to what our hair is telling us that it needs. Now, other than high porosity, as I mentioned in that last video that I made, I thought that I had low porosity hair. So for low porosity hair, your cuticles are shut tight. Like, it's really, really hard for the moisture to get in, but it's also extremely hard for it to escape once it's already inside. So essentially speaking, that would be considered like the healthiest type of hair porosity to have. So if you have low porosity hair, take advantage of that and make sure that you're providing your hair with all the nutrients that it needs, because it's going to hold on to it for a really, really long time. So with that being said, I think this is everything that I really have to say regarding hair porosity. I know that it's really a short one, but I just wanted to basically come on here and let you guys know that this is a learning journey for me, and I hope that if you are on this journey as well, you are able to pick up certain pointers from my videos, because I'm still new to this entire curly hair journey thing. I only have 2 years post big chop. I still have ways to go to understanding my hair, and hopefully this journey is able to show you guys that it does take time, but with patience we can achieve anything, especially when it comes to our hairs. So just make sure that you're paying attention to everything that your hair needs specifically. Learn your hair porosity. If you're standing under the shower and it takes a while for your hair to hydrate with the water, then you have low porosity hair. If your hair grabs all that water instantly but it releases it right away and you notice that your hair is already dry by the time you step out of the shower, then you have high porosity. Just try to figure out different things and read on different blogs and educate yourself, because that's what I'm doing here on my end as well. But if you guys have any questions or concerns that you may want for me to acknowledge in my videos, make sure to leave them down below, as well as leave any video ideas that you may want to see, because I'll be happy to make those. I sometimes do draw blank, but it would help to know what you guys are looking forward to seeing from me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was a quick one, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.